Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this. Just going Tokyo, coming at you with some more. Fine Isaac, Rep. Us, Holly, weaves a lovely new wizard hat from the last wisp of smoke from a well-loved campfire for Gus, the magical tree frog. I like that. That's pretty cute. How you doing, Holly? I hope you're doing pretty well. You're talking about the parachute game. I never got to play the parachute game. I was, bereft from not playing the parachute game. I'm not okay. Yeah, we're gonna have maybe things to talk about later tonight. Might as well give folks a chance to trickle in. And still don't know what stuff is gonna mean. Got some letters from immigration. Filled with excitement. I don't know. Gonna hold off on getting into it too deep. But things might be not good. Things might be really not good. So I'm just gonna do some Isaac because I was gonna do dreams, and then I tried to do dreams and it said that we couldn't use any of the network features unless there was an update, which I guess it didn't do the update, and I was like, well, like it's 7:55, like there's no time to figure out whatever the fuck they want. So it's just like, I don't need to think about Isaac, but we might need to swear. So LBP was kind of off the table. Yeah, let's just do like a straight up Isaac run, because those are really easy. Let's not worry about me for a second. How are you? Like, are you doing okay? I know you were talking a little bit about not to get too much into backdoor stuff, but you're saying you're feeling a little bit irpy. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit less irpy as of now. I don't think that worked. That was not the play. I wish we could see how much we've got. Like a red heart. I think we're safe with a red heart, so let's play that down a little bit. Not feeling too good about it, but the hunger pangs are mostly under control. This is good to hear, at least. This is very good to hear, at least. Game, you are... Kronos! Kronos, is lovely to see you. I hope you're doing very, very well. I know this is neither LBP nor Dreams. Tried to do Dreams, and apparently there was an update that didn't go through. Not a good day for the folks to decide to put... They are just like, they are putting the forks in. That's not the right word, but they're putting the forks in every last chance that they get, and I'm gonna be so glad when they're out of your house. I'm gonna be exceedingly happy when they are gone, and you are no longer beholden to their schedules or whims. This does look like a level of Binding Isaac. We may need to swear tonight, Kronos. There's things on the table. We're gonna talk about them in, I'm gonna say like maybe about 45 minutes or so. Let folks get a chance to filter in. And I might need to be sweary, but because Dreams isn't working, then Isaac seemed the backup. I made you a thing if you're feeling capable of more feelings. I would love a thing. I would be deeply pleased by a thing. Oh god, we've got half a red heart. That's super not good. Things A. Could you describe the thing in one word? Immigration. I guess that's like the one word. If we were gonna use one word. Alice, how you doing tonight? Hopefully good. We got our toes crossed. Good. I will take this money. And we'll see where that gets us. What? Why? Okay, this is also crap, but slightly less crap. Decent, but yesterday was a bad time. Okay. Is it comfortable sharing bad time, or is it something that you just want to chill and not think about for a while? Either answer is appropriate. There's no pressure for you to share what you don't really feel like you're up to. I would like that. I'd like the piggy bank, but I'd also like. We do have a bomb though. I think this is the play. Some guy I barely know was waiting for my dad on the bus stop, touched my ears. Whoa, 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 whoa. Touched my ears, and I later found out he did that because he got into a fight with my mom? There's like, I feel like there's like nested badness in this. Why would he fucking touch your ears? Unless it's an idiom that I don't know. In which case, I can't imagine it's a good thing. I want to peep this tumblers. Yo, why tumblers? I am following Holly. Ergo, that should be like straight up right top of the list. I am following. Good. Oh my god! I liked it though. That's pretty good. That's a good one. Thank you. He's a piece of shit. He's definitely, yeah, that goes without saying. It's just like, it's a very, just very weird. I mean, I am not down with unsolicited touches in the first place, but like, touching someone's ears, it's kinda intimate. Well, I appreciate it. Holly, I do. It means a lot. I'm not gonna cry. Maybe. Oh, it's not a family-friendly stream, so you could definitely swear. Chrono says, prepare for a drawing I posted tomorrow. Ooh. I'm excited. Yeah. Thank you, Holly. It may or may not be done since I started 1 hour ago. Fucking hell, Chronos. Like, you're kind of pushing it. The time limit. Kinda pushing that time limit there, yo. I respect it though. I don't respect the grind, but I respect your art. And if you could pull it off, then that'll be epic. I don't have any way to take a picture of myself except for the fact that I have a camera on my phone, but you could imagine that I did a pog face. That could be a reward. Double paint today. I mean, double paint, is that like along with and including the jerk, or is that like a secondary thing? I mean, I'd love to have started ages ago, but well, you know, I do kind of remember, or at least I've got a sense of timeline. I don't know if, oh, that was well done. I don't know if I'm 100% correct, but I've got a feeling I know why the motivation might have dropped off a couple weeks ago, so it's like, you know, that's fair. And I hope you're not beating yourself up over that. Some bad doctor decided in a popular site to write an article about how ADHD does not exist. Oh, fucking hell. These people need to go away. Just the absolute stones on some of these people. Honestly, though, some of these doctors need to check themselves before they wreck themselves. I don't know if that's like if that's a current phrase, but doctors are cops, but for bodies. That's a good call. That's a really good call. At the very least, like, a lot of doctors act that way. Yeah. My experience with doctors as an autistic trans person has been a nightmare. I can bet. I can only imagine. Wow, this run is gonna be... Is this not gonna be a PogChamp run? Trend is sure looking different. Okay, so Hirunda, I tried to fire up Dreams. I honestly did, and I got a notification. This was at 7:55. I got a notification that I would not be able to use the network features unless I performed an update, which is kind of weird because Dreams is set to auto-update, but I didn't think that the update would go through in 2 minutes, so... Isaac? It was either this or Dead Cells, and Dead Cells is just like a little bit too frenetic for me to like actually talk, and we are gonna need to talk later on tonight. Yeah, like I don't think I'd be able to concentrate on, oh my god, this run. I don't think I'd be able to how worried should you be? It's not an existential threat, and it has nothing to do with mental health. So there's that. It's legal stuff, and that's not good. I would put it at like a 5 or 6 on the worry scale. But if you keep on asking me questions, then I'm just gonna end up, you're gonna get spoilers, and then I'm gonna have to tell the story twice when other folks show up. So, as much as I don't like to leave folks hanging, I do want to leave a little space, like in case Hive shows up late. But it will still be early enough to catch people who go to sleep. So. And also, I've got Honey Bunny on, what's the word I want? Consultation. So I'm hoping that she might be able to email and give me a little bit more details as to whether or not I need to be simply worried or if I should actually be panicked. I'm hoping that just worried, but, you know. What's this about worries? We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. But for right now, we're gonna jam out on Isaac for a little bit. Let me get to about the half-hour point, and then we'll start unpacking things. It's exciting, and by exciting I mean like exciting, fun and charming. Really glad I've got a week-long vacation coming up. How you doing, Hive? Also, Hidunda? I didn't get to give both of you the standard greetings, but I hope that both of you are doing well. I hope that you got no more... I'm sorry about that. Like, I hate it. I don't want to make people worry. I don't want to be worried, but it do be what it be. Pick this up. For the book. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Run, I need you to, like, work with me here. Just a little bit. I kind of feel like... Damn, though. This run is going hard. And by going hard, I mean it's grinding my gears. I hate that. I hate everything about that. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Extremely hope that when I get my hormones, I just get them and I don't have to do small talk with people giving me them. That's a whole fucking mood. Oof, 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 oof. Like, your hormone thing, though, is set, right? Like... Oh, you asshole. Oh, you total asshole. It is set. Okay, so... It's more like small talk at the clinic and not small talk convincing the doctor. Wow, game, though. Game, though. Alright. In that case, at the very least, we will bank entropy for small favors. I couldn't imagine going through the whole doctor proceedings again. Like, it was enough stress doing it in what turned out to be a relatively non-antagonistic setting. To have to do it in, like, an antagonistic setting? Would not be there for it. I just know they'll want to ask me questions, and I would die if I talked to them about being trans. Well, I don't want you dying. As a favor to me, I would like to ask you to not die. I know it's a big ask, but, like, I'm gonna have to put my foot down on this one. Please, game, I'm begging you. Just give me murder babies. Honestly, you don't even have to give me any more HP. Like, you can leave me at a half-heart HP for the rest of the run, but just give me murder babies, and let's see if we can do something with it. I am very much in a murder baby mood. These are not murder babies. I don't know what to tell you. That's also not. The cruelty on display. It is astounding. It hurts the heart. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Ah! All right. Clearly I'm distracted. Why don't we do this? I'm gonna take a really quick break. I'm gonna have a cigarette, and then we're gonna have a talk. And yeah, and then we'll see if that clears my heart a little bit, and then we'll proceed on with winning all the rest of the runs. But give me just 5 minutes. Let me kind of center myself a little bit, check my email, and I will drink water too. I will drink water too. This is non-negotiable. I agree, because I have no orange juice, so it's got to be water. And it won't be in coffee form, although I do need to be honest that I do have a cup of coffee. I will also drink actual factual water. I will do that. But give me my 5. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and, yeah, so here's the situation. I got 2 letters in the mail today, well, one of which was a slip, registered mail, I need to get redelivered from the pension service. The only time I've ever gotten registered mail from a money-related government agency in Japan is when they've wanted all of their money all at once. I'm not imagining that the third time is going to break that streak. But the more important piece of mail that I got was from immigration. And instead of the postcard that immigration would usually send you to say that you can come in and pick up your new residence card, just pay the 7,000 yen stamp to get it, they sent me a series of forms that they say they want proof of marriage or having a child for reasons that I do not know, and that should not be required for my permanent resident visa. I don't know what this means. We registered our divorce with the city. We didn't hide anything about that. I'm going to say yes and absolutely. This is a set of proceedings that has not happened before. It did not happen the last time I renewed my residence card when my old one was damaged because it was in my wallet for so long. I went to Shinagawa. I got it renewed that day. Now suddenly when I want to change my gender on the card, they did a 3-month investigation into me, and suddenly I've got this paperwork here that I don't know what it means precisely. Like, I sent it to Honey Bunny, and she was just like, they want to know if you're married or you have a child. And it's like, they know I'm not married. And they shouldn't need to know that, because that doesn't have anything to do with the visa type that I'm on. That was the whole point of getting the permanent resident visa. Like, I don't know, like, we don't really know what kind of document they want, because, like, I clearly don't have a marriage license because I'm not married. So, like, I gotta turn all this in by the 27th of September, and I can only guess, because I don't really have much information to go on here, that the best case scenario that I can imagine is that they're going to try to downgrade my visa, which would mean I'd need to get a new sponsor for my visa, which I don't know if my current job even does. And I don't know if I could find a job with a company that would sponsor my visa that wouldn't use that for labor abuse in, I don't know how much time they would give me to get a new job. Like, there's so many question marks here, but I can only imagine that somehow I'm going to wind up eating shit on this. I don't see why they would send me all this stuff. Well, yeah, they do, but it's like, it's permanent residence visa, which is what I have, but the permanent's in pretty heavy quotation marks there. people lose their PRs like all the time. I have not heard of anybody losing their PR for being divorced, but like, no, actually, no, I have heard of one person losing their PR for being divorced, and then they spent like 5 or 6 years in a detention center trying to fight being deported. So that's the worst case scenario, is that they just revoke my visa, they don't change it to a new type, and they say get out of the country. In which case I could try to fight that and spend who knows how long in a detention center, which are, I should remind you, extremely fucking bad. Like, no joke, people die in them. The detention centers are not a place where you want to wind up. Or, like, I could just leave Japan and never come back. Permanent residence has far less protection than full citizenship. They have a lot more flexibility and changes of rights. Yes. Yes, yes. You're 100% correct on that. And Japan is not immigration friendly. Like, I live in a relative bubble of safety because I am white and I am American, and like, I do hate it, but like, it has provided a relative bubble of safety. Like, if I was an American, I don't know if I would have even gotten the permanent resident visa, honestly. Like, it do be tough. It do be tough. And if I wasn't white, like, yeah, because the one guy, the guy that I was mentioning, that had been married to a Japanese national, they divorced. It was sudden, acrimonious, and she, like, just, I guess, threw him under the bus completely, and they revoked his PR and just put him in detention, like, immediately. Citizenship is not an option. Definitely not with the way this feels like it's being triggered by me trying to change my gender status. If that triggered the investigation, I don't think they would then be like, oh no, that's cool, like, yeah, totally, we can give you citizenship. So, yeah, like, the possibilities that I see are ranging from pretty not good to extremely fucking bad. Going back to the States is just logistically is a nightmare. The idea of having to restart a life in the States the way it is right now, doesn't leave me feeling warm and cozy. I mean, I am not even looking forward to visiting in next July. That scares me enough as it is. But to think of, like, trying to get a job in a labor market that is really, really not good to low-level workers, getting an apartment in a housing market that is completely fucked. I have no insurance. Medical care is... The cost of medical care is just through the fucking roof. And that's not even getting into the fact that it is not a safe environment. Many states are not a safe environment for trans folks. And I've been reading this document from the Heritage Foundation. They're the Republican think tank. They put together all the shit that the Republicans want to do, and their plans for the U.S. if they retake government control in 2024 are they ain't good. It's not good. So, and that's, leaving aside the fact that my life has been here for 20 years. Like, if I go, I'll never see Honey Bunny again. I mean, I don't, I, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't know what they want. I got, I got a week. I got from the 11th to the 18th. I'm on vacation, and I can spend it down in the immigration office, I guess, trying to figure out like what it is they expect from me, what they. I I don't even know. I mean, like if I have to leave Japan, like it's basically going to be with the clothes on my back and what I can put in a suitcase, because I can't afford to move. I don't even have that much stuff, but I can't afford to move this overseas. And it's all I got. I have to give Sydney away. Couldn't take her on the plane. I, this streams and YouTube stuff, that'll be done for who knows how long. Because, I mean, it would have to wait until I was back on my feet again in the States and having regular schedules and internet connections and all of that. Idea of being around trying to figure out how the fuck the world works in the US. Like, I mean, that just scares the pants off of me. I am I, I, I mean, I really don't know. After years and years and years, and I was just happy for a couple of weeks, and things were stable, and things felt like we could build up a thing, a life, figure out what I was doing with myself. And now I got all of this, and this is about as big as it gets. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I am so lost. Folks, I'm scared and I'm tired. And I don't even have the option of being depressed. I hate to say it, but that would make things easier, because I wouldn't feel anything. So that's the news. I don't know. I really don't. This is so much bigger than anything I had thought that I would be dealing with. I don't even have the inklings or beginnings of a plan to know what to ask for, to know what I would need, let alone if that would be something that would be like that I could ask for. Like, first steps, I'm gonna email this over to E, and because at least they've got some experience with dealing with immigration stuff, because they work with folks who are in detention center. So, like, just see if they know what some of this looks like what I can expect. And I guess second steps, Monday, going into the immigration office and seeing if I can get like a consultation, be like, okay, yo, like, what is it you're looking for? And then after that, like, I don't know, just taking the information I got and trying to make a game plan. Well, see, that's the thing, Holly, it shouldn't be. Like, that was the purpose of this. That was the whole reason that we went the permanent resident route. Was that it shouldn't be tied to anything besides relative, like, being law-abiding and things like that. Like, it's not a spousal visa. And like I said, we'd been upfront with the government. It's not like we tried to hide anything. I mean, we had to do the divorce through the government. They've got, like, all our paperwork. So none of this should have been a surprise to them. Why they would be asking for it now, I don't... Like, I don't know. But, yeah. Like, I'm past the... Okay, the panic is not sorted, but, like, manageable right at this moment. But even still, it's just like... It's just a giant question mark. It's not even a handsome question mark. So, yeah. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm gonna try to at least keep up streams until I can't, and keep people informed as to what's going on. And who knows, you know what, like, I don't really see this as a strong possibility, but, you know, maybe this is a thing where they'll be like, yeah, you fucked up, you should have sent us this form, but no harm, no foul. And if that's the case, you know what, I will be the first person to laugh at myself and say, hey, look, you got worked up all over nothing, because I would love that to be the end to this story. I would say that's a low possibility, but, like, who knows, right? It's a possibility. A little, yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Like, just y'all being here and listening to me, it helps. A lot, actually. Like, I got my tears out a bit, and that was good. I still feel kind of shaky, but I don't want to repeat this, and I want to annoy you, but as a friend, I know this is a small chance, but if you got no alternatives, I've got contacts in Iberia plus Europe in general. Um, who knows? Honestly, Alice, like, wouldn't that be a hoot? Wouldn't that be like a total hoot? Just be like, yeah, you know what? Fucking never go back to the U.S. I'll pick up languages like Pogs. I couldn't think of anything else that you would pick up off the ground, like randomly. Pick up languages like loose change. That would have been the thing. Panic mode is playing it safe. It gets very hard and sucky. It does. Maybe they think you're trying to stay with the spousal visa, or you spontaneously grew a uterus or some ridiculous shit. Oh my god, would that be... I mean, yeah, that would have been hilarious. But that's like the weird thing is like called. It's like they know I'm on a permanent resident visa because it's like it's right there on my card. You know? And Alice, I don't want you to think I'm giving your offer short shrift, because I'm not. Like, I super appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody's offers of help. Like, now Dreams installs. Fuck you, Dreams. Fuck you. Too late for you. Maybe some other Friday. But there's just like too many question marks right now to really jump on it. I'm gonna have to rope my folks in to, which is Monday. Like, that's the Monday is at least we'll have more information then by the Monday night stream. It would be silly of me to suggest you try asking directly why you got the forms in the first place, or is that stepping on too many toes? No, it's not, and that's exactly why we're saying Monday. Is that, like, that's the earliest I'd be able to go into the immigration office because they're closed Saturday, Sundays. So, could they have found the former marriage and jumped to the sterilization laws? I'm sterile. Yo, I got my pipes cut. Like, for better or worse, I'm not having any babies. Sometimes I feel one way about that, and sometimes I feel the other. But like, if that's what they're, if that's what they got, they're boxers in a bunch about, like, I was so close to saying something really gross, and then I was like, you know what, that's like a little bit too gross, even for me. But I could prove that I can't have kids, so there's that. Like, I mean, I could do that. I could go to a clinic and have testing done. But, like, there's nothing on, like, there was no mention of that on the form. Like, it's all, like, it's related to, like, being married or being divorced. Like, also, like, I think they want honey bunnies. Family register, which is like, what? Do you have access to an immigration lawyer? I mean, there are immigration lawyers. I don't know of one right now, but that's actually a really good point, because E would know of probably multiple immigration lawyers who focus on Alice. That's really good. That's really, really good, because that is very much in their ballywick. Holly, it's a good idea, like, because they're not friendly to trans folks, so highly recommend if you can afford one. To have one, that's a thing I learned with non-EU immigrants here. Like, do you mean like having one on retainer? Because I couldn't afford to have a lawyer on retainer. But I could conceivably afford having a consultation with one. For this case, yeah. It may be that like, if this is more than fill out some forms, or if this is something where it's like, yeah, we're going to downgrade your visa, that's something I would want a professional looking at. But this is just like, I just don't. I don't even know. Like, they sure as hell they waited till the last minute. Because they're like, give us this by the 27th of September. If I ever get my fate powers in a time machine, I'll come back in time to help you 10 seconds from now. Just let me write down the time. I do appreciate that. I got a note from Honey Bunny. What's she saying? Let me quick answer her. I don't know how to spell Koseki. It would probably help if I had the ko. It's the 8th there. Yes, it is. This could also just be a weird case of bureaucracy also. It's not impossible, Alice. Like, Japanese bureaucracy is a whole, like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole box of marshmallows. It's just like, because they spent their sweet time doing all this. Because I went in on July 6th, and they spent like a whole 2 ass months. Wait, was it even earlier than that? Give me a sec. Fudge. I don't know where that paper went to. I think around July. Let's just say it was around July. So it's like, that's a long time to be fiddle fucking around. And then to come back with this, I have to imagine, and I shouldn't, because Called is right. Also, Called, I'm so sorry, you came in at like the worst fucking time. Like, that was a heck of a thing to walk into. I hope that you're having a better night than I am. I hope that you've got might not get a time machine. See, you gotta, like, this is the problem with time machines. It's like, you gotta schedule them in advance. And then you try to use your time on the time machine to go back to schedule the time on the time machine, and you're just like in a loop, you know. Further and further back until you're like in the Paleolithic. And you're like, well, I went too far back now. I appreciate it, Called. I don't mean to scare folks. I don't like crying for shitty reasons on stream. Um, I don't mind crying for happy reasons. Although, like, sometimes, you get all the runny nose and stuff, and that's never any fun. Um, if only it worked. You go back 10 years to avoid wasting time on the time machine. Dang. Dang. I, I, I feel like I listened to a rock opera about that. I don't know if it was good or not. It's called Broken Bride. Hold on a sec. The Isaac music is sending me though. Like the Jimmy Buffett style BGM is kind of a whole thing. I shouldn't be dinking around on my phone, but I know someone who's in Yokohama who's been in Japan for 13 years on a work visa. I can ask her and other expats in her community for ideas. I if like I don't want you straining yourself. Like if it's something you could do just very surface and simple, then I would be happy to hear any information. But like I don't want you to be spending like a lot of muscle power on it. Yes or no? I, I, I would appreciate that. I'm not gonna be stiff-necked. I don't think I'm in any position to be stiff-necked at the moment. Thank you. So yeah, like excitement. I feel better now. Well, everybody's got their plates. Everybody's got a lot on their plates. Arara. Arara. I don't know. Trying to, it's. I do feel a lot better though. I do feel a lot better. I'm glad oh God, I almost just like knocked ashes all over my futon, which would have been like about the 12,000th time that I've done that. This futon is like, it's gotta go. I really want a new one. But, like, it would still be on the floor, so it's just gonna be as gross as the old one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad I opened it before stream, so I could just, like, process it, with y'all, because I don't think I would have processed this super well just by myself. I mean, I don't think I could overstate how important that is right now. Like how much I really just needed folks who care about me to listen. I think this would have been just, it would have been too big to deal with. And then like going to work tomorrow and Sunday, and like I would have just been in an utter panic. I do like charms. I am a fan. I don't get it. Like, I'm just a goofy bitch. Like, I mean, I don't deserve what y'all got to give. It means a lot, though. I just don't, y'all have stuck around through some real shit. And a lot of people couldn't say that about their community. So y'all are the winners here, because you didn't have to. Could have gone on your merry ways, and that would have been the normal way that these things kind of go, it seems like. But you didn't. And I don't know if I would be here if you hadn't all been here for me. Like, I want you to know that if you're feeling alone, or like you haven't accomplished nothing, or you haven't made an impact on the world, I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that I probably would not be here right now if y'all hadn't been here for me. Like, that's a real thing. That's impact. Kronos, you better respect yourself, Kronos. Because I'll be unhappy with you. And I don't want to be unhappy with you. But you can't be replaced. I've known you the longest out of everybody here. Wouldn't just toss you out with the bathwater. You're important people, Kronos, and you should know that. Because I know things aren't always easy for you either. I'll leave, you know, no need to dig, but I can read in between the lines. I am semi-literate. But you should know, you done a good thing. Y'all done a good thing. Yeah, it'll be 20 years in 2 weeks. It'll be the 18th. I'm pretty sure the 18th. Like, it gets kind of fuzzy, but it was either the 18th or the 19th. Do what we can, we said before, but if not for the empty room, I'm certain some of us in the community wouldn't have been able to express themselves and flourish. That amazes me, and I love it. If there's anything that I feel proud about, it's that. Oh my god. Neither of you are garbage. I won't have it. I won't stand for it. Holly and called. You better not be. You don't call yourselves garbage. I won't. Not gonna listen. I'm not gonna hear it. I will get angry at the whole lot of you if you don't treat yourselves with some respect. Well, you can be a gremlin, but that doesn't mean you're garbage. Doom.wad, oh my god. Oh, I was thinking of house.wad. Unless that's the Doom.wad, I don't know. The one that's like all wonky in his house of leaves. Oh, Holly, you grown. Hun, you grown. I'd love to see it. Every day, it's been a joy. Are they the same thing, Hive? Because I'm not a Doom kid, so I was a couple of years too early for Doom, which means I was kind of like a couple of years too early for all of that stuff, like Quake and all the successors of the throne. Digital background who collects internet detritus and Tumblr post tags. Now you and Holly definitely got a kibosh because Holly's still learning the tags thing. I kind of don't get the tags, but I just addendum in there. I watched the whole video on my house. The whole video. There's probably like a dozen of them, but there was like this like real chunker of a video that went through like the whole thing, all the different endings and the ties to House of Leaves, which, as much as I love House of Leaves, is just a little bit pretentious, just a bit. If you're like 4 years younger, you'd been around for the Doom era on account of that's what my brother picked up, and he's about 4 years younger than you or thereabouts. I mean, I think you're right, because like, when was I playing Wolfenstein? I think I was playing Wolfenstein in high school, I feel like. Wolfenstein and this one like weird ass sci-fi ripoff of Wolfenstein that was like $5 when devs were like a dime a dozen and everybody was just ripping everybody off. I feel like that was around high school. Always get House of Leaves confused with the House of Five Leaves. That's a pretty big difference, but that would be fucking hilarious. I almost want like House of Five Leaves, but in the House of Leaves style. I've been off of most social media and it's probably doing me good. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, Holly, to be honest. I know like the last months at Twitter were not great for my mental health. The last year at Twitter really was kind of a lot. I feel like the tone changed distinctly. I've been enjoying Tumblr, but I keep my interaction with the site very limited, because I do feel like there's like a lot of drama that's lurking on the periphery that I probably don't need in my life. I had a phone break once, and losing access to Twitter gave me so much energy. I can believe it. I can believe it. There's so much drama, it depends on who you follow. I try to, even with like Twitter, I try to keep the number of folks I follow under like 250. Because I noticed once I I was getting around 250 in Twitter, I stopped seeing things from people that I knew a lot more. I was getting like a lot of like reblogs of stuff that I didn't know and I wasn't interested in. So I just kind of arbitrarily decided 250 was going to be like my number. Fully just moving to legally distinct Twitter at this point. Is that's Blue Sky? Blue Sky's legally distinct Twitter? Okay. Because I do remember you talking about that a little bit before. I just saw your DM, Holly. I love it. I fucking love it. Funnily enough, 250s are on the number of connections a human brain can keep track of according to something somewhere. Is it 250? Like, I know in the Illuminatus, which is not anything to base your anything off of. Like, please don't base your life off of the Illuminatus or the Principia Discordia. Like, you can read them for fun, they're goofy, there's some interesting things in them, sure, but, like, try not to dig too deep in that pile. I feel like they say something like that, but I don't know if it was 250. I think it might have been around what is it? 5 by 5 is 25 by 5. What's 5 to the power of 5? Because it was the whole, like, law of 5 things. No, because that couldn't have been it. That must not be it. Oh, that would be 5 factorial. Not 5 to the power of 5. Oh, shit! Yep, okay, Hive. You're right. It's 120. Because I was wrong. It wasn't 5 to the power of 5. It was 5 factorial. Because the gimmick in Illuminatus was that they set up their conspiracy to have like 5 main points, because the argument was the human mind couldn't correlate like that number of different permutations, like of people working with each other, so that it would stop looking like a coherent, like it would stop looking like an organization and it would just look like spaghetti, and that would allow the conspiracy to like better hide its aims and bullshit like that. I don't know if there's any science behind that. Like, I'm not really like I said, I don't know if you should base anything in particular off of Illuminatus trilogy, but it is an interesting concept. I'm also just fully on my OK. The only English-speaking country from the West people I am following these days are my friends Limit. Five Guys sells Illuminati burgers confirmed. I know I've mentioned this before, but like I hate so much that the Illuminati and like all this conspiracy stuff turned out to be a thing. Because for the longest time, I just thought it was pop culture detritus. Like, I kind of knew that they were drawing off of, you know, actual... These are conspiracy theories that people actually do believe and have had very damaging impact on the world, but because the framing was purely through, like, a hack novel and then Steve Jackson Games' game... Like, my brain just said, oh, well, that's just pop culture garbage. Like, no worries. Nothing to really think about. And then suddenly it was back, and it was like, what the fuck, though? Like, what the fuck? 92, Dunbar used the correlation observed for non-human primates to predict the social group size for humans. Using a regression equation on data for 38 primate genera, Dunbar predicted a human mean group size of 148, casually rounded to 150, a result he considered exploratory because of the large error measure, 95% confidence interval of 100 to 230. It has been proposed to lie between 100 and 250 with a commonly used value of 150. Hey. Fair enough. I'm gonna take like another really quick break because I did drink a bunch of water the last time, and now my body's like, hey, you drank a bunch of water, you might want to do something about that. And then we'll be back. Who knows? Maybe we'll just do podcast and chat. I don't know. Like, I don't want to stop the stream, but I don't know if like I'm really up for gaming. But give me a mo. Give me a mo. I'll be right back. I'm not drinking that coffee. That's just a terrible idea, and I'm not gonna drink it. It's gonna go down the sink. I'm evil. I've wasted coffee. Water understood the assignment. Clearly it did, though. I had a... friend would be too strong a term. Actually way too strong a term, because this is somebody that I, like, chewed out in public, so... A coworker. An awker. But not one of the good awkers. One of the shitty awkers. But he did have a phrase that he said that stuck with me because it was actually funny and useful. He said, you only rent beer. And I've been feeling that way a lot about water recently. Like, I don't seem to retain it. But I drink a lot of it, so like I'm not getting dehydrated, but it does seem to depart the system quite quickly. I don't know why. Holly says, I also had feelings of self-importance that led to some conspiracies when I was young, but nobody ever made a movie about my friends group's plan to write the word legs on a fixture in every room in my high school. What? Wait, what? Leg. My body's a machine that turns water that contains certain impurities into water that contains certain impurities. Are they the same impurities? Because it feels like at that point you could just leave the water out of the equation. Leg. I don't know why, but like seeing the word leg in that font, in that color, just makes me think of the cheat. Like from Homestar Runner? Leg. We had a plan and a map of the school, got down to 3 rooms before the school was closed and condemned! My god. Wow, I very own the cheat. I don't know why, it's like, it's the angle of the letters that just kind of reminds me of the cheat's head. And the color, it's like, I know the cheat's a little bit of a lighter yellow, but it's very, Like, it's very evocative. It does, doesn't it? I think End reminds me more of the cheat. You know what? It does a bit there, yeah. End pulls it a little bit better than Leg does. But I'm more familiar with Leg. Also, Holly, I like the fact that you may have somehow inadvertently condemned your school. Like somehow this was a ritual, and either the school needed to be condemned before the ritual was finished. Accidentally hex the school. Seriously though, I want to hex something. I never hexed nothing. Could have hexed the immigration office. Nah, we'll save that for another day. We'll hex them in our mind. The 3 rooms we missed were the principal's office, the admin office, and the janitor's closet in the 3rd corridor. You would have had to have been particularly sneaky to get those. I would have been very impressed. I mean, I still am impressed, but... That means that you did get the nurse's office and the gym teacher's office, which also feel like you would have needed like a little bit of subterfuge to do. Because I'm trying to think of my schools and like what areas, aside from like the basement, wouldn't have been easily accessible to students. We only ever got 3 chances for the admin office and we flubbed each. I could have gotten the principal's office in elementary school because I did get sent there. Multiple times. we were a troublemaker for a while. It was fun. Not like a seriously bad troublemaker, but we did put a tack on our teacher's chair. She was unhappy. I realized as an adult that was a shitty thing to do. Even if she was a shitty, scary teacher. But as a child, it just seemed like, you gotta though, right? Like, that's just one of those things that you do. Like, kids put tacks on teachers' chairs. The only building that's still standing and in use is the old gym. So there's a chance the tags there still exist. Did you carve them in? In my senior year, me and the fellas got our favorite teacher a pineapple as a thank you gift. That's it? Just a full pineapple on the desk? What? Do you think they ate it, or do you think they had it bronzed? Like, were they so pleased but also confused that they just had to keep it? When I was a child, the thing you did was get hit by your teachers for talking in class or get your ears twisted for spelling words wrong. I hate that. I hate that. I did see a teacher drag somebody out of a classroom by their ear once. But now this is not in forgiveness to the teacher. This was like not the way that he should have handled this. But we were having a fire drill. This is high school, and we were in the ceramics room, and the ceramics room had like these metal doors that went out into the parking lot, and the actual doors to the classroom were like right next to another set of doors in the hallway that went out into the parking lot, like on the other side. And the teacher had told us, I think like no less than 6 times, do not go out the metal doors. Like, just don't. Those are not the doors for the fire drill. The doors for the fire drill are go out the classroom door, and then go out the hall, into the parking lot. And, you know, sure as shit sticks to a wall, one kid decided, fuck it, was gonna go out the metal doors. And the teacher, like, and this is like a big dude. Like, imagine, because it seems like in my experience in school, like, there were only two types of art teachers. You had women who were like extremely wispy, like looked like hippies from Central Casting, and then you had big bears of guys, like just a big burly bear dudes. And he was the big burly bear, and he was across the room like a flash, had that kid by the ear, and like dragged him out of the class by main force. Holly says put him in spots that people wouldn't easily find. One would hope so. Like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta go all in. Chrono says, who knows, perhaps what they did to that pineapple is a similar test to evaluating one's character based on where they put their shopping cart. I just saw that TikTok. I'm not even on TikTok. Alice says, when I was a kid, I did the extreme crime of eating during class because I thought it was lunch, and I got hit in the hands by my teacher. This was in 2003. Fucking hell. Did they do it with a ruler? Was it a nun? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's like straight out of a movie. I also had a solo plan to fill the wall of the home ec class with acorns from the yard. I'd pop some in through a hole in the wall every chance I could. Oh my god, that's amazing. Shaking my head, didn't read it from a screenshot of the 4chan thread it came from. Hive, like, literally today, this morning, on the Tumblrs, they had a screenshot of the 4chan thing, and then they had this TikTok video of some guy, like, walking a shopping cart, like, across the entire fucking world. It went on forever. Portugal only banned teachers using violence against students in 2008. I don't know if it's fully banned here. Like, I think it is, but you still get these reports of like teachers beating students, so it's still a thing. Also, Holly, I'm oh wait, but the home ec classroom is gone, right? Because I was hoping like you'd have oak trees growing out the wall, and that would have been fucking amazing. We knew the school was closing, so I wanted to have the demo crew smash the wall and have acorns poured out. I can tell you from experience, they would have looked at each other, they would have looked at the acorns, they would have looked at each other and said, hey, that's a bunch of fucking acorns. Like, it would not have fazed them one bit. We found what turned out to be like a priceless mural that was hidden behind another picture in the principal's office. And they had to get like an assessor come in, and then they had to like work out some way to actually get this off of the wall through the school that was half demolished. Without damaging it, because apparently, I mean, priceless I think is too strong a word, but apparently it was worth some money. And they just hid it behind like another painting, and then drywalled over it or something. It's extremely still a thing here in rural schools because no one cares if you do it in a school for a village of like 500 people. I love that though. I mean, I honestly do. Did the odd-colored book in the bookshelf open a secret door? Unfortunately, no. We didn't... I don't think we... Well, we did find, like, a semi-secret staircase. And I think I'm really trying to scratch and remember. I think we found, like, an alcove hallway, either under or behind, like, the stage area, because they had, like, an auditorium with, like, a full stage, like a real deal stage, giant fucking curtains, like 2 stories tall curtains. It was a whole hoot getting those fucking things down. Just tearing up the entire floor, because the floor was all hardwood. It sucked. It sucked so much. It was fun chunking the wood out the windows, though. I did find in the principal's office, I did find, like, a book to the best locations in Europe for prostitutes in, I think, like, 1965? I don't know, it was plenty old. It was somewhere between 60 and 70. And it was like, dude, why? Dude, why do you have this? Why do you still have this? Like, I'm sure you bought this because you went on, like, some excursion to Europe. I'm sure this was bought for purpose, but why did you fucking keep it? Yeah, no, like, for real. Because we were chunking the books, and I was like looking through all of the books, because this was still pretty early on in the in like my time on that job, when things were still pretty novel and I wasn't just like completely exhausted. And I was like, oh my god, like, look at all these cool books, like what have they got? And so, like, as I was throwing the books in we had like a big box that we were hauling them out with, and I'm like, wait, what? I know that word. I was like, holy fuck. Like, what is this? It's not legit unless it mentions old Betty Bowlegs? What? I hope that's not a thing. Thinking about the random mummy? What? Oh my god. Alice, that blows all my stories out the water, Alice. We didn't find anything nearly that cool. So, because all of Alice's best stories start with so. I am prepared to be amazed. Honey Bunny keeps forgetting my address. It's like the 5th time I sent it to her. Some random Portuguese guys stole a mummy and gave it to the museum. You know, honestly, I'm gonna say, as terrible as that fucking is, that's still better than the idea that I had. That museum went bankrupt, and then somehow my school got it. So you just, like, had a random mummy in the basement. Did the older kids dare the younger kids to go down and touch it? I feel like that's a thing that should have happened. Like, hey, little kid, bet you won't go down to the basement and touch the mummy. I was afraid it was like some kid that got walled up in the walls, and they found him there, which would have been much worse. It was under where the school would put all the weird shit they had. I remember you mentioning that. I remember you mentioning that they had tons of weird shit, which also included katanas, because of course it did. We didn't have katanas at the school that we tore down, but we did have giant philosopher heads. Like, they were huge and they were fucking heavy. Like, they came up to my armpit, and they were in the fucking basement, because of course they were. He was trying to write the word legs in the school wine cellar. He got distracted by the Amontillado, Hey, little kid, I got some Amontillado to show you. It's just down here. Let me light a match. Have you ever seen or touched katana? No, I haven't. Certainly not real ones. Like, there's like replica ones you get at the tour shops. But like, I don't know. What would I do with one? I don't know if I've like. I must have seen one in museums, but not like in anybody's house. They did have like they did have a fencing club, and the fencing club came and took all their shit, and I was kind of pissed off about that because I wanted to get one of the helmets, because those things are fucking slick. Not like the one guy that sells actual Roman swords. Like, that's just a chunk of metal. The 1,000 injuries of Kevin I had borne as best I could, but when he ventured upon insult, I vowed revenge. It's a part of our culture, something. It's just, no, I mean, it's not like... Hey, you could sell Roman swords. Like, go to town. I'm not gonna step up for the Romans. I'm just like wondering, what condition would a Roman sword be in at this point? Like, if it was authentic? Because that's like centuries and centuries. It would just be like, a slab of metal. Very bad. Just like pitted and rusted. Just like pick it up off the car lot. Oh God. Yes. I won't catch all of them, but I'll probably catch a good number. I did read a fair amount of Poe as a kid. I had a whole thing for the oh fuck, what was it called? The name is on the tip of my the Telltale Heart, the one where he's got the heart in the floorboards. That was my big one. I loved the Telltale Heart. No. Was I really into magnetism? I don't think so. I just love the guy just like getting progressively worse over the beating of that damned heart. Is that the what did I read that? I know I read Lenore. Cask of Amontillado definitely. Pit and Pendulum definitely. Mask of the Red Death? That's Poe. Mask of the Red Death is Poe, right? They thought out your... Oh my god. I hate them. That's the one that I didn't. I haven't read Murders in the Rue Morgue, but I did read Clive Barker's The New Murders in the Rue Morgue, and it's a lot. It's not good. It's in fact pretty fucking bad. Did not like that one. Did not like that one bit. The killer is also a monkey in that one. Oh god, that would be amazing. No, I bet that's on the YouTubes. Hold up, I gotta dump that in the YouTubes. Christopher Lee Metal is the first thing that comes up. But Cask of Amontillado does at least come up. Yes! Fucking slick! I got a thing to listen to, probably tomorrow night when I'm cooking. God, the voice on Lee, though. I can only imagine he just knocks it the hell out of the park. For the love of God, Montresor. Yes. For the love of God. Oh, I've got it pulled up. Or at least, I mean, like, I've got a whole slew of videos pulled up. I'm sure one of them will be the original. Alright, what do we want to do? Like, I'm gonna try to get one more run in tonight, I think. I will still be paying attention to the chat, though, so don't you worry. Don't you worry. We got... Wow, we went through the whole gamut of emotions, that's for sure. Do we try the Eden run? Do we throw everything to Entropy and see what she gives us? I think the answer is yes. I can fuck with this. No, I can't. Oh my god, that's very bad tier stat. I hate that. Please, I need you to die. We've got Little Nugget though. Like, we have to win because of Little Nugget. We've got Nugs. It's typhoon season now, and that means that it's gonna rain like every other day, and I fucking hate it. I know it's gonna rain when I do the laundry. It is my curse. And that's fine. I guess, if it must. Oh god, that was the worst place I could put that fly. Why you gotta be like that? Oh fuck. We can do this. We can get one win in tonight. I mean, I already feel like I had the biggest win of all, and that's all y'all, but I feel like we could get, like, actually a win. It's not ass. Oh fuck, it's sideways. Yep, saw that. It is gonna require us to get some tier stat, because our tier stat now is what the kids say not great. I think the kids would describe this as not great. Oh fuck. Okay, I think we don't definitely win, but I think we've got a pretty strong start. Damage stat is fine. Tech 0.5 is pretty amazing for us, to be honest. We've got this little blurble that is spitting out P, as one does. And we've got a pentagram, so the devil smiles on us. Can she do it? Maybe. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Ooh. Is that Soul of Isaac? I think it is. Yes. I actually saw a bottle of Maniato. Wait. Like, it's a for real thing that you could still buy? I mean, I guess I knew that it was a for real thing, but I didn't know it was still around. And I kind of feel like you almost gotta, though, right? I mean, granted, it's going to require that you then install a basement that has masonry that you can then put an oubliette in. But, you know, I feel like that's kind of one of those things that you can work on the weekends. Get yourself a shovel. It was just a bottle, not a whole cask. It's, well, okay, that makes it even better, because then the oubliette doesn't have to be so big. I know a good wine taster if you fear you paid the Amontillado price for a mere sherry. Is it a cooking sherry? Oh no, I think we don't bother with the Pandora's box. I think we've got enough trouble in our lives right now. No need to buy more. Ooh, this could be fun. So now we should be getting double active item effects every time we use our active item, which will be frequently because this charges throughout the room. Oh fuck! Oh, but that'll kill us. Okay, do we want to fly or do we want... I think we want to fly, honestly.
Soul of Isaac.
Okay. Oh, we could have afforded that. That was a mistake. I was mistook. But now we can fly. Now we can even touch the sky. I do not want the tick, so... Patrick Warburton, I'm sure you're a very nice person, but I don't need you for my run. You would not help. Oh, fudge. Da dwee da 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 dwee dow. Da dwee da 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 dwee dow. Oh, we are gonna like wipe the floor this run. It's gonna be amazing. I've been getting a cough lately, I gotta say, and I am not enjoying it. It is making me even more wroth with all the customers and coworkers who don't bother wearing their masks anymore. Gotta say, I don't love that. No. I don't think we do D1. I don't know if this was the better choice, but... The run feels like it wants to stall out, but I'm not gonna let it. We're gonna take this to Nebraska, and then to Delaware, and then to New Jersey, and then all the way to the House of Power. Wait, no, the Halls of Power? The Halls of Medicine. I don't fucking know. Some gosh darn thing. Why must you mock me, Shaw? You mock me. There's a Telltale Heart reference in Battleground 3 if you keep clicking the vampire twink. I feel like clicking the vampire twink is some kind of euphemism. I mean, it can't just mean that, right? Amontillado is a particular shade of sherry that originated in the Montilla region of Spain. The name is commonly used for any sherry that's hue is between fino and oloroso. I did not know that at all. I have been edified. I enjoy being edified. This is fine. Not what I wanted, but... Is, you picked up, Baldur's Gate 3, right? I mean, it would make sense if you would, because you just gave us that fact. Are you enjoying it? Is it everything folks have been saying and more? Because folks seem pretty happy with it. But it's always hard to tell if something's gonna have legs. Because I feel like folks get, like, pretty happy about games for about a month anymore, and then it's like, nobody talks about it anymore. Like, I don't know the last time I saw somebody talking about Breath of the Wild 2, and that was everybody's whole thing for a hot minute. I don't think I've seen anybody talk about Splatoon 3. Now, I don't know if this is a, like, if this is an actual thing that I'm noticing, or if it's just, I've noticed it and now I notice it more kind of deal. For the longest time before Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I thought it was the Dragon Age that BioWare is working on and got delayed again recently. Breath of the Wild 2 is a gift of furries, even more than Breath of the Wild 1 was. Okay. It's just that, like, I don't... It feels like nothing's got sustained talk anymore. You know what I mean? Like, things come out, they have their big bloom, and then it's just, I don't hear anybody say almost anything about it. And I really, like, I don't know if it was just always that way. At the time Cask of Amontillado was set, a pipe of Amontillado was a rarity and a novelty for wine tasters since it falls between the two shades of sherry and has a higher alcohol content. You could say that Amontillado is a salvaged failure to make a Fino. Huh. I am learning all kinds of stuff and I love it. I am going to have to take like a 2-second break though, because this water, thank you Kronos. I'll be right back. Water. Okay. Call says the most recent layoffs don't help either. I know so many people they fired, like I had dinner and drinks with them, and I was so pissed I was shaking and gave myself a headache. They fired Mary Kirby for fuck's sakes. They used Varric in all their promotional material and they fired his writer? It's absolute clown shit. I caught like some of that discussion previously, and even if I don't know like the people in particular, I can dig why you would be so pissed off about all that, because it does sound like a whole lot of fucking bullshit. This is just a me thing, but I can't be bothered to think about new releases not related to me. Unless it's Neko Navy, of course. Like, I don't think... It's not just a you thing. Kronos, because I am so out of the loop anymore. But even, like... I don't know, it feels really weird. It just feels like... I don't know. Probably just I'm not paying attention to hype anymore. They laid off so many senior staff. That's what I was seeing. And... Is it supposed to be, like, saving costs? Is that what they're going for with this? Like, I'm sure Armored Core 6 slaps hard, but even then I don't have it in me to look it up. I feel like I'm like betraying the Transgal cause, because I am honestly... Armored Core seems like a thing that I would find far more enjoyable to watch than I actually would to play. I feel like it would be just way too fiddly for me. Video games are so expensive. So many are coming out for the average person, despite being quite the commitment. Hold on a second. I want to make sure I'm reading this right. I mean, not that I think that you wrote it wrong, but just like can't split like that. Video games are expensive. So many are coming out for the average person, despite being quite the commitment, and the industry is in a workers' rights shambles. So many are coming out. He didn't. I want a quick check to make sure that I'm not like losing nuance on what you're saying. Should there be a comma between commitment and then the following clause, and the industry is a workers' rights shambles? Okay. Then yes, I'm totally on the same page as you. It's like, I don't know, I've been thinking about like how every video game wants to kind of like colonize your time and wallet to the side, to just the general detriment to how games are designed. And I know this isn't any kind of novel thing that I'm saying, but I was thinking about this because of something that was said in that Gervais Fallout video, and then kind of tied in with Miles Morales that we were playing last night, which I am enjoying. That's not a problem, but like the idea that you just can't have a video game that just like tells a story and is done. There's got to be like all this extra shit on the side that's going to keep the player playing in post game. And so you've got like all of these side quests and all of these like challenges that you're going to be doing, and there's going to be DLC going along with that, and it's like wanting to keep the player like in the game, making this game into this massive time commitment, which in some folks' mind justifies the money commitment that they put into it. Like, the folks would be like, well, I'm spending $60 for this game, so I better get like 60 hours of entertainment out of it, or 80 hours of entertainment out of it, or forever entertainment out of it. And it's like, just personally for me, and one of the reasons that I really liked Alan Wake so much, surprisingly, is that it did its thing and it was done. It told its story. It was complete. There wasn't like this side shit that I needed to deal with. And it's one of the things like I kind of didn't like about Control, where there's just so much cool stuff, but also just like kind of extraneous to the story they're trying to tell, and it completely blows the momentum of the story out of the water. Hyde says Starfield costs $30 more than a good video game. I hate that. Why does every AAA game on Steam cost $90 but Starfield costs $120? $90 is too much for a good video game. I mean, I've realized like our financial situations, my financial situation, the average buyer's financial situation is probably kind of different, but like I couldn't spend $90 on a game. I couldn't even imagine spending $90 on a game. The average buyer's financial situation still means that $90 is too much for a game. I mean, you're not wrong. I think the Yakuza games do a good job of being a fun one and done. The main story itself is good, but you want more of it, and but if you want more of it, you have a bunch of side content. Yeah. I guess like when we were playing Yakuza, and it was like I was enjoying it. Like there was not, I wasn't having any enjoyment issues with it. Like, it was a hoot. But it kind of got to the point with the side content of... I just didn't want to deal with it anymore, you know? But there's that part of me that's like, oh, but you never got, like, this trophy. Or you never did this thing. You never did the RC racing. Which I know would have driven me up the fucking wall. And the whole managing the nightclub thing... I don't know, I just feel like there's so much bloat. Reese, is this a fair statement? Hellraiser is good. Hellraiser 2 isn't not good. That's it. I mean... I feel like it's underselling Hellraiser a little bit, but I don't think it's an inaccurate statement. I don't know if it's totally fair, but it's not inaccurate. If that makes sense? Hellraiser's a fine movie that isn't as good as it should have been. This is true. This is an absolutely true statement. Hellraiser could have been a better movie than it was, and I think it was a very good movie. I will co-sign that statement. Like, Hellraiser 2 is far better than any of the constituent parts. Like, almost anything in Hellraiser 2 in isolation is a fucking mess. Except for Julia. Julia's amazing. I feel so bad for her actress. Like, not that they did anything particularly bad to her actress. It's that, like, she loved the role, and she was doing a great job with it. and like they were building her to be the character, and then it was like marketing has decided that Pinhead is far more marketable than Julia as a character, so we're just gonna kind of sideline you. We're just gonna kind of kill your character off, even though you're kind of the beating heart of this whole damn thing. And then we'll make Hell on Earth, and we'll have Barbie. The bartender who also does barbecues because he breathes fire? He's really shitty. He's not the shittiest, but he's really shitty.
The world.
Did I need to use the world? Probably not. That was probably a waste. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I want that. Oh, I need to be using, I need to be using the brown nugget more. There's some good shit in there. Holly, thank you so much. Just thank you so much. Thank you for being a Holly. Thank you for being here. I don't know a better way to put that. But thank you. I hope you sleep well tonight. I hope you only have good dreams. 'Cause you deserve them. I will. I love you too. You take care of yourself. Which, like, sounds like you're going away forever, and that's not happening, but you know what I mean. I always get this item, and I don't know what the fuck it does, and I'm not taking it now. Oh, God. I just wasted so much time on that room. I don't have this time to waste. Basically, you don't have this time to waste. Oh god, I didn't realize that we were on the 2nd floor. Well, okay. Maybe we wind up doing boss rush. That could be a whole mess. I mean, it'd be a funny mess, but also a mess. Maybe if they got murder babies, we might have to. I mean, we have this army of flies. I think we gotta go up. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Krampus, no! Crop? Super crop? Double crop? It tempts me. You have no idea how much it tempts me, but I have to say no. I love you, Fruity Plum, but you're not going to win us the game, and we would lose so much health in boss rush. I think it's not impossible that we actually win this run. That would be nice. Okay, I think it's difficult, but I think it's really hard, but we might actually win this run. That would be nice. Hate how that turned out. It knew I was getting confident. what we need like at least some small damage bonus or a nice tier effect. And I don't think that there's many tier effects that we can pick up between here and the chest. That sucked. That's also honestly kind of sucked. Oh god, I didn't even notice that dude. Alright, we have to stop not noticing bicycles. And we are going up. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, let's go. Just calm down. You got this. This is, it's eminently doable, as the French would say.
Experimental pill.
That was shit. What if... Alright, I can't believe that worked, but we also did kind of get screwed on the health there. We gave up tiers and a health to get... one luck up. Which, that ain't, you know, that's not the kind of trade you want to make. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, that goes... that's our, Deal with the Devil. Take that. I'm so sleepy. I don't mean to yawn, but, like... it just hit me like a truck. Now is this... oh, this is room 2. Huh. It's gonna be a problem. Mama. I guess we only get the extra effect the first time that we use it. It being the nugget. Oh shit. We actually picked up... oh god, we have to. I hate it. We're so fucked. We go up. We've got like no items. How did we get through this run with the items that we have? Which are almost nothing. I love that they continue to give us almost nothing. It's really kind of fabulous. The game, you didn't have to go. This hard? You didn't have to go it. I mean, we're doing most of our damage with pointy rib and extra flies. And money. Like, look, game. Why do you tease me like this? You make me rich in the game? I just want to feed DB. If you just let me feed DB, I would love you forever. And by forever, I would mean like about 2 minutes, maybe. Can we find... It's not there. So it can't be at any of those places. It could be here. If we find a secret room that's full of hearts, we might win. But that would require us finding the secret room. Foobar. We could do this. We're gonna dump the I'm drowsy right now. Yo, what just hit me? I'm sorry. I beg to differ. What the fuck? What actually hit us, though? I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD. Because we shouldn't have taken any damage there. I don't think. Fuck it. Clearly my head was not in the game. Which I think for once is fair. Oh, fudge. I'm not... No. Yeah. I know it's early, but I do think I'm gonna call it here, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a couple of emails to folks on my end who might be able to give me some information that's maybe a little bit more specific to like Japan. Yeah, like as fun is not the precisely correct word for what tonight was, but as important as this was tonight, I think it's like clearly my mind is not focused. We're gonna take the information that we get over the next day or so. We're gonna go in on Monday to the immigration, and we're gonna see what the lay of the land looks like. Monday night I will do a stream. I'm gonna have a pretty big think about what stream we're gonna do, because I kind of feel like if we got crummy news, then I might not have the focus for Miles Morales. And I want to give that game the attention that it deserves. So we might do something like just sit in create mode and make really simple enemies while we talk about things if it's big news. If it's something that's like the situation's more stable than I expected, maybe we will do Miles Morales. But that'll be Monday, and then we'll just kind of feel things out, I guess, for what it's going to look like. Yeah. I wish I had anything more solid to say than that, but right now I don't. Yeah, look. Just thank you, everyone. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know really how to convey how important having y'all here tonight was. I appreciate it, and that doesn't sound like much, but yeah. Thank you. Tonight was a lot. Yes. I will keep everyone updated. And I'm not giving up hope. I think you guys kind of gave that back to me tonight. You guys, y'all. I was just, that was crummy of me. I want to point that out because I was just cheesed off at somebody today. I posted that thing on the subreddit for Little Big Planet, and the kid there was like, "Oh, this is really cool, dude," and I was like, I'm getting really fucking tired of hearing "dude." There's some people I'd be cool with that from, other dykes, for example, but like not random internet kid. And then feeling that, and still I say "you guys," and I'm a little bit not happy about that. Y'all, yes. Please don't forget to take care of yourselves on your end of the screen. You know, the drill, the waters, the food, the medications if you've got them, to the best of your abilities. And remember that you're loved. I love you. I don't think I'm the only one either. I would be deeply, deeply shocked. But that does it for us here at Disco About. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, Colin. Thank you so much. Thank you. Arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.